All right, guys, I'm trying this again. I apologize for those of you who are jumping on now, thinking I'm a few minutes late, but I was just live on my computer and the video stopped. So I'm going to start over from the beginning and review a little bit of what we did last week and the week before. My name is Laura Mazzotta with Emerge Healing and Wellness. I am a Reiki and Akashic guide, and I empower others to heal themselves by using the tools they already have within. So I help people access those and obviously add tools to their toolbox so that they don't have to feel sick or depressed or in pain, at least as much as they were before they started these processes, right? So last time we worked on sound, so I don't know how many of you have had a chance to practice with sound, but what we also did was we combined modalities. So we combined, if you needed to focus on a color or an image in your mind, or even an image external to you as you were listening to sound meditation, combining those modalities can help you focus and go inward even more. So I'm trying to give you guys a mix of lots of different things you can use to put together in mantra meditation and in meditation in general, so that you can get the most out of your meditation experience. So, as I just said, we are doing mantras today. Mantras combine sound and touch, in my opinion. Some people will say they're just sound, but you are feeling it, really feeling it vibrate when you're using your voice to speak and chant mantras. So what I did on the first video when I started live a few minutes ago was I did the drawing already, because anybody who shares out this video or tags 5 people in it when it's complete will get their name entered into a drawing for the following week. And I pull it every Meditation Monday, and it offers people a free Akashic record session with me. So the name that I pulled a few minutes ago was Marla Torres. And she and I were actually just talking about getting her an Akashic record session. So there you go, honey. Thank you so much for participating and sharing it out. And I will tag you in this video in case you don't get a chance to watch it today. So happy Memorial Day to all of you who are celebrating. And I know there's a lot of people who are probably off work today and enjoying the sunshine. I was just outside myself, helping my family in the garden. So today we are going to be defining mantras, but before we do that, I want to, you guys know I like to start my meditation practice with a little bit of body work, right? So, and breath work, but today it's going to be pretty simple. I just wanted to introduce you guys to the tuning fork. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because, as I said, we're combining sound and we're combining some touch today. And the reason I like to put these together is because when we are creating sound with our bodies or introducing vibrations to us, we can feel it, right? We can feel it within our body. We can feel it within our aura. So one of the ways that we can change our vibration or help to start lifting it is to use a tuning fork. Now, this is something that has been used by chiropractors and some pain management doctors as well. Morning, Kara. Actually, it's not morning anymore. It's afternoon, isn't it? How are you? Thanks so much for stopping by. So yeah, so what I like to do is you can just literally hold it next to your ear and hit it with this mallet, and you can hear the vibration as well as feel it. And what I really like to do is, I get a lot of headaches, so I'll put it right in the center of my head and I'll hit it there, and then you just let it vibrate until it's done. Or right in my heart chakra, right in my center there, my compassion center. And just try to lift my vibration a little bit there. So that, I know you guys don't all have tuning forks. You can get them very easily and quickly on Amazon if you want to. That's where I got mine. But it's a nice way to just feel, literally feel into the vibration. And as I told you guys before, I like to start with a little bit of that body work and just get our bodies a little bit primed before we start to meditate. So, all right. So we are working on mantras today. So I'm going to define those for you, and then we're going to practice some mantra meditation, okay? So mantra if you define it, separated into mon and tri, right? And it means a tool to free the mind, because mon means mind, and tri, T-R-A-I, means to protection or to free the mind, or to free. So mantra means to free the mind. So it's a great tool. I'm actually going to read you guys this. There's a couple quotes I have, and I'll post this article too afterwards, because I love this article. I literally just I keep going back to it because I can't get enough of it. It's from liveanddare.com. And it says, the mantra is like a password, a key to a certain state of consciousness or a universal principle that you want to experience. And it really is. It's a key to kind of unlocking a deeper and a more intense meditation experience. I find a lot of transformation when I meditate with mantras. So one of the reasons is, you know, music elevates our mood. I'm sure that we've all played an angry song to get the anger out, played a sad song to get the tears out, played a happy song to lift our mood. So if music can do that, obviously we know sound is a vibration based on the work that we did last week. And hey, Krista, how are you? Thanks for joining. So we know sound is a vibration and that music can lift our mood. So mantras can do the same. And just as we know that singing songs can bring our vibration up even more than listening to them, so can chanting mantras, right? So the beautiful thing about mantras is that they are designed to be repetitive. So the more that we repeat this message to our minds, and we repeat this vibration over and over and over again as we're meditating, the more it becomes programmed into our subconscious. And it can become automatic over time. In fact, one of the things I was reading in this one article was that the one-syllable mantras, which is what we're going to practice today, they say that after 125,000 repetitions, they take on a life of their own. They become automatic, which is just crazy. I mean, obviously, I'm not sitting here doing it 125,000 times. But one of the things that you can use as a tool in mantra meditation is mala beads. This is my mala necklace. I'm not a big fan. I mean, I like it actually a lot for decorative purposes and because of the crystals. I chose this because of the crystals. There's smoky quartz and what else does it have? I can't remember what the other one is off the top of my head, but they're grounding stones. Oh, I believe it's jasper. Yeah, jasper. So I really like it for that purpose, but for meditation, I find this one a little harder because when you recite the mantra, you're supposed to start here in the middle and you're supposed to do one mantra per bead. And the reason that this one seems a little harder for me to work with is because the beads are a little too small in my opinion. And I prefer it when they're knotted in between the beads because it gives a little more space so that you know when you're moving from one to the next. These actually have little decorative beads in the middle, which kind of throws me off, right? I like to have a clear, defined difference between the beads. So what you would do is, let's say that we used the mantra that we listened to last time with sound, which was Om Shanti Om. So obviously I would do my breath work and I would get into my meditative state, and then I would say Om Shanti Om, and then I would move to the next one, Om Shanti Om. And there's 108 beads on a mala. So one round is supposed to be 108 repetitions. So obviously, you know, if you do this day by day by day by day, it's going to add up and you are going to get into the thousands. But the more that you program that into your subconscious, the more automatic it becomes. And as I mentioned last week, especially if you use a mantra that is not in your native language, your ego, it bypasses the ego. Your ego can't fight it. It can't say, oh, like Om Shanti Om, we are peace. It can't say, no, it's really not peaceful right now. My kids are screaming and I have 1,600 things to do. You know, so it offers you an opportunity to really program that for yourself without getting stuck in the mind and having to talk back and forth to yourself, right? So, that's the mala beads tool that you can use if you'd like, okay? And let me see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into telling you guys about the chakras, okay? I'm going to give a very brief overview of this because you can make entire courses. I've taken entire courses on chakras and what they mean and what they represent. But so that you guys have a general idea, since we're going to be following the chakra system to do our mantra meditation today, I printed out a visual for you of what the chakras look like. Okay? So you can see that the word chakra, sorry, it was originated in India, and the actual word means wheel. And these are the 7 main chakras in our body, although it's believed that we have over 114. And they're the areas of our body that receive and radiate energy. All of our bodies, all parts of our body, receive and radiate energy, our aura and our physical body, right? But these are the main energy centers that have been identified. And there's a mantra for each of these chakras. So I don't know if you can see the words, probably not completely because I had to jump off my computer because my video turned off. But this is the root chakra, and that's for safety and stability. These 3 down here at the bottom are the ones that really ground us and help us feel like we're not flying off in our heads into the clouds. This is our sacral chakra, so that's our creativity center. It's the center for belonging, for joy, sensuality. Solar plexus, that's right above your belly button, and I'll tell you exactly where these spots are. I'll remind you as we go through the mantra meditation. That one is for self-esteem. It's our power center, our will. And then you have the heart chakra here, as you can probably know. That one is for love and compassion. And you'll notice that each of these has a color associated with it. So this is another way that we can combine the different focal points when we meditate. That you can visualize, and again, I'll remind you, what color the chakra is while we are chanting the mantra. Because it depends on the person whether or not you need more cues to go within and internalize even more, right? Then we have our throat chakra, which is about expression or communication. And our third eye chakra, which is about clarity and wisdom. And then your crown chakra, which is actually above the top of your head, and that's transcendence, right? Transcending the physical body into the spiritual realm. It's that connection between the physical body and the spiritual realm. So what we're going to do is we are going to chant the mantras that go with each of these wheels, each of these chakras, okay? And the sounds that have been created for these chakras are what they call the seed sounds or the core sounds, okay? So they are, oh, Marla, you won the free Akashic record session, my love. We were just talking about that the other day, that we should do that, so you won it. Yay! I did my drawing early since I forgot to do it last time. So, so these core sounds, it's understood that all of the sounds that we use as mantras for our chakras make up all components of sound anywhere, right? In the world, in the universe, in the cosmos, okay? So these are the core seed sounds, and if you combine them or if you kind of really listen into them, they all have these very basic core depth of sound, I guess, that you can piece together and create the vibrations that can create any kind of music that we have in this world. Okay. So, and you guys have to forgive me, I'm a little out of it today, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself. But, all right, so we are going to practice these now, all right? And, yeah, no, that's okay, Mar. I went live on my computer and my video turned off, so I switched to my phone again. Anyway, I'm here and I'm thankful. So the first chakra, again, is called the root chakra, and that's for our safety and stability. Down here at the bottom is the color red. And the mantra for that is LAM, L-A-M. But the way you pronounce it is more LUM, okay? And you can practice with how you want to best chant these in terms of how loud, the speed at which you chant them. You can say lum, 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 or you can just hold it. I like to hold them. It's really up to you. When you hold them, it calms the mind. So you can tell what I need in my life, right? I need some calming down. But when you say them really quickly, it actually it gets your energy up. So it depends on what your needs are. But I'm going to, for the purpose of today, say them slowly, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take a few deep breaths, and then when you chant the mantra, you can use your breath work in a couple different ways. You can breathe in, and then as you breathe out, you can chant the mantra. You can breathe in chanting the mantra, which I find hard to do, or saying it in your head, and then breathe out and say it out loud on your exhale, right? Or you can breathe in and out and then chant the mantra. So it's kind of up to you. You can feel into it and see what you like. I happen to find the most benefit when I get my tone as deep as possible. I like really guttural mantras, okay? So I really like to get into the depth of them. All right, so let's practice LUM, okay? So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take 3 really deep breaths in through our nose, filling all the way up, out through the mouth. Really squeeze out all of that air through your root chakra. I'm gonna take another one of those. Just preparing our body for meditation. We're gonna do one more before we chant. And breathe out. Okay, and again, you can coordinate your breath however you'd like. I breathe in, and then I breathe out my mantra, okay? And this is LUM. We're going to do it 3 times for each one. Remember, you can envision the red or the root chakra. I don't know if you guys can feel the waves when you chant like that, but I can feel the waves of vibration in my voice, in my energy center. I can literally feel it in my root chakra, which is why I think it can be helpful sometimes for us to visualize that area, visualize the wheel or the red, to really tune us in and help us focus. Okay, the next area is our sacral chakra. That is the color orange, and it's located below our belly button, okay? Between our belly button and our pelvis. So you can visualize the color orange on this one if you want to. And the mantra for that one is VAM, V-A-M, or pronounced VUM, okay? So we're gonna do the same thing. We're already in our relaxed state, so we don't have to take our 3 breaths. We're just gonna breathe in and we're gonna breathe out VUM. Ready? Remember to envision the color orange if you need to. One more time. Focusing on our sacral chakra. Okay, and let me know if you guys have any questions as we're going along here. We have our solar plexus chakra next, and that again is our central sun, our power center, denoted by the color yellow. And the mantra associated with that is RAM. R-A-M. rum. Okay, so we're going to try that one now. We're going to breathe in. Visualizing the color yellow and focusing on the area right above our belly button. I don't know if you guys can hear it in me, but that is my favorite one. And I feel like it carries the most oomph and the most power for me every time I do it. I mean, I can just feel it like exploding out of my solar plexus area. My favorite. All right, heart chakra. That is denoted by the color green. That's our love and compassion center. I probably don't have to tell you that it's located right here in the area of your heart. And the mantra that we're doing there is YAM, Y-A-M, or YAM, okay? So let's breathe in again, and you can try to breathe in and out through that area too if you'd like to, okay? While you're doing this, when you focus your breath, you can focus on that chest area, okay? So let's breathe in, and then we're gonna breathe out, YAM. Breathe in again, and you remember to focus on the color green if need be. Breathe in and out through your heart chakra. We're going to do that one more time. I felt a big release on that one from my heart chakra. It's amazing. These, when you do this, obviously these mantras were aligned with the chakras for a reason. They really release and create movement in the energy in the areas that we're focusing them. So you are balanced. You're doing balancing chakra work just by sitting here and chanting the mantras that go with each center. Okay. So the next one is the throat chakra. Obviously located in the region of your throat, responsible for expression and communication, and indicated by the color blue. So you can visualize blue, you can visualize breathing in and out through this area. You can even put your hands there if you'd like. Sometimes it helps me. As you can see, I put my hand on my heart for the last one. Okay, just to show ourselves a little love. You know what you can also do, which I love, I have my crystals here. Especially if you're a very tactile person, or sometimes like today, like I told you guys, I'm a little out of it today. It can help ground me more, right? And I have my black tourmaline. It's like the best black tourmaline on the planet. It's nice and heavy and solid, and it's big. And then I have my selenite in the right hand. So one kind of draws out that stuff I need to get rid of, and the selenite fills me with light and love, and helps me cleanse and clear. Okay. So you can hold on to these while you do this, or if you have a blockage in your throat area with expression or communication, hold on to a blue stone, right? Hold on to a blue crystal so that you can just target that chakra even more and encourage more release, all right? So the throat chakra, the mantra that we're going to use for that is HUM, which is pronounced hum, H-U-M, but it's spelled hum, H-A-M, not ham, hum, okay? So I don't know if anybody's eating ham today. It's usually not a Memorial Day meal, but anyway. All right, so we're going to breathe in again. We're going to focus on our throat chakra, and we're going to breathe out hum. Okay, ready? Hum. Remember to visualize the blue. One more time, breathing in and out through the throat chakra. I don't know about you guys, but it's getting louder and more intensified as I move up here, which is pretty typical. But all right. And then we have not last, I was going to say second to last. We have our third eye chakra. Okay. And that is really characterized by indigo. Some people see it as like an indigo-y, bluey color, like it's a combo between blue and purple. So I don't know what you guys usually visualize with third eye. I tend to visualize a combo of the blue and the purple, because the crown chakra, I mean, which is the one above it, is really indicated. It can be violet. It can be more like a sparkly, almost champagne looking energy. And I hear different things. So I really look at a combo of blue and purple. Hi, Tony. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so thankful, and I appreciate you sharing out. I don't know if you were here earlier. I don't think so. But when you share out, you get your name put into a drawing for the next Meditation Monday for a free Akashic Record session with me. And Marla was my winner today, and she's here with us. So, all right, friends, our third eye chakra is Om. And Om, O-M, is something I'm sure you've all heard of before, right? That's our universal mantra that is supposed to, if you hold Om for a long time, is supposed to house every tone under the sun, not even under the sun, beyond the galaxies. It's supposed to hold every tone in the universe within the chanting of Om, that's why it's so powerful, right? So if you really listen to all of the different modalities within Om, that's part of sound meditation, right? Really accessing and focusing on the depth of sound. Oh, welcome, Tony. It's your first time here. I'm so thankful that you're here with me. So yeah, focusing on the depth of the sound, not just chanting it to chant it, not just feeling that vibration within you, but to really think, okay, what are the different tones I hear in here? How is this wave going up and down as I'm chanting or envisioning, okay? So we're going to chant Om. And this is our last chant, my friends, because the crown chakra is silent. There is no mantra for that one, which we're going to focus on and sit in for a minute, but we're not going to do chanting associated with that one. That's transcendence. All right, so third eye, friends, you can focus on a combination of blue and purple energy. Your third eye is located right here. All of these chakras run along your spine, so it's actually a little deeper within than just right here on the front of your forehead, okay, if you need really a visual cue and a visual spot. I am going to recenter myself a little bit because I've been chatting with my tuning fork, as I showed you guys at the beginning of this live. And if you guys need to take another deep breath to center before our last one, feel free. Okay, so we are visualizing that blue and purple energy, third eye chakra, and we are going to breathe out with an Om. Ready? Last one. That one made me a little buzzy, friends. And some people find it helpful to know that when they're chanting Om, it comes a little bit more in the form of A-U-M, Om, and not just Om, O-M, even though it's spelled O-M. So that might be a helpful guide for you guys. All right, our last one, our last chakra is the crown chakra. You buzzy too, Krista? Yeah, I love it, man. I'm feeling good. It's definitely raised my vibe since I've been a little funky out of it today. All right, so here's your crown chakra. That's for transcendence, right? And you guys can visualize either a violet energy or what that color was I just showed you, like a champagne kind of crystalline energy as well. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. We're working on mantra meditation today, and we're actually right at the end. We just finished all of our mantras, and we are focusing on the crown chakra now. And this one is not going to be sound related unless you guys want to use your tuning fork, which is something that I'm going to use. I'm going to put it at the top of my head so that I have a little of a vibration there, okay? And that one we just sit in silence, so you can visualize that champagne colored energy, that crystalline energy, all right? And we're gonna breathe in and out. And as I breathe out, I'm just gonna let this thing vibrate, okay? Ready? Straight spines to let that prana flow. We're going to do this 3 times in silence. And last one. I can't see it up there in my live. It's so interesting because even though we did not use our voices for that one, for vibration, I still got just as much of the buzziness from that, okay? So please let me know if you guys have questions about working through the chakra system with those mantras. And I will post those after this live too, guys. I will post exactly what they are so that if you need to go back and read through, I mean, I know you can Google it, but maybe this will be a nice one-stop shop for you, right? You can go back and practice these. If you like or felt more activation in one area than another, then that might be an area that you choose to focus on and just stick with that mantra with your mala beads, right? Vam, 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 vam. If you want to do that, okay? And you can use your mala beads to practice that mantra, because the more that we repeat the same one, the recommendation is that we choose one mantra and we stick with it for a really long time. The recommendation for 1 syllables is 125,000 repetitions in order to really, I can't think of the word, program it, that's the word, into our subconscious and into our bodies at a vibrational level. But I can tell you I'm not at 125,000 for any mantra. So please don't feel like you're falling short. But the more that you can practice and really repeat the same mantra, the more benefit you're going to get from it, because it ends up starting to take on a life of its own. Okay, so the last thing I want to tell you guys, well, there's 2 other things I want to tell you guys. One is how to choose your own mantra. So, whoops, I dropped my notes. You can choose, again, one of the ones that we used for the chakras, if you feel like one was particularly helpful for you, or there's an area where you need a particular level of release, okay? Or you can choose your own mantra, all right? And there's a few different ways to do that. You can choose your mantra based on meaning, all right? So that's why last week we listened to the Om Shanti Om when we were working on sound. And that one means we are peace, I am peace. And I love that one so much. So the meaning that you're going to choose is going to mean something you want more of in your life, okay? Peace, love, fulfillment, belonging. Pick a word, pick a phrase, but something that holds meaning. You can also pick a mantra based on its sound, right? So you can repeat a phrase or a word over and over again and see how it feels coming off your tongue, within your body, the vibration it emits, and you can choose it based on sound. And then the only other rule, really, I mean, there's really no rules in this field, right? But the only other rule is to really try not to pick one that is confusing or has a confusing meaning to it, or it has a negative connotation, okay? And I told you guys earlier that the speed and volume at which you chant your mantras can have different effects on you. So usually if we chant it quicker, like vum, 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 you're going to get your energy up. And the more that you chant it slowly, like I did, you release and you calm the mind. Okay, well, they're both a release, but the longer one closes or slows the mind. I told you that my words were confused today. All right. And then in terms of volume, the louder you go, the better if your mind is loud. So if you find that your mind's racing, you have a lot of anxiety, you got monkey mind, you're overwhelmed, you're going to want to go louder. Okay, and then softer if you just want a little bit more of that peace, relaxation feeling, which you can get to. You can start loud and then you can get softer as you go along. But those are things to practice with when you're playing with mantra meditation, okay? So the last thing I think I wanted to tell you about choosing your mantra was that there's different levels to which you can ingrain this in your mind. You start with verbal, which is what we just did today, saying it out loud. The second one is whispering. So you're still going to repeat it and recite it, but you're doing it at a whisper. And then the third one is within your mind, okay? And again, as you repeat these and you get closer and closer to really having them take on a mind of their own, they're going to become more automatic and they're going to be more natural for you, okay? So what other questions do you guys have? I see Lisa's going to come back for the replay. Great, I'm glad. I felt some real energy moving in that. It's amazing that it seems to me like this is such a simple practice, but I'll tell you, the sound coming from within us is incredibly powerful at moving energy. We are vibrating our auras and our bodies and our energy with this, right? So the last thing I'll tell you guys is that the meditation circle starts in a couple weeks. It starts on June 9th. So in the next week, I'm going to be posting in the group page for that the journal prompts that you can start to write on to prepare for the meditation circle. And I did a pretty long post the other day on what the meditation circle means. And it's going to be held on Zoom twice a month. I have the dates listed in the event, so you can check that out on my page. And we're going to get together. I'm going to be in the space of the Akashic Records when we go into the meditation circle. And I'm going to start guiding us through the meditation. And then you guys are going to either use your notes from the journaling, or you can just intuitively come up with a piece of the meditation that you want to add on to. So it's kind of like a round robin. So if I take you into a forest, say, I'm going to hit a bell, and then Krista or Tony is going to take over, and they're going to say, oh, I see a bird. And we're going to kind of add on and create a collective meditation. And then as I'm drawn and called to doing so, I will send Reiki to the space that we are in the meditation. So there's going to be a lot of healing involved as well, right? The intuitive draw from the Akashic Records, the healing energy of that space, as well as the healing Reiki being sent to any space that we're currently in imaginally, okay? So please feel free to send me a private message or check out that event. And there's a PayPal link there as well. It's only $30 a month. And it really pays for itself within the first month, because you get 15% off of all of my services just by being part of that. And you're entered into a group, and you'll get ongoing intuitive support during the time that you're in that meditation circle. So thank you all so much for joining me. I'm so thankful and blessed for you to spend time with me today. I feel amazing after doing all that chanting, so I really appreciate the opportunity to do that collectively, because I feel like that really raises the vibe and enhances the experience of meditation. And I will see you all next week here on Meditation Mondays at 12 noon Eastern. Tammy and Perinda, I see you guys just jumped on. Thank you so much for joining me. I just finished up, but we moved a lot of energy here today with some mantra meditation, so I'd love it if you could catch the replay, send some likes and hearts, share this out to anybody who you feel could use this today. All right, sending love and light to you all. Take care. Enjoy your Monday. Bye.